Hey, you're watching Vinyl for Miles, your best resource for music, gear, and vinyl reviews. Today we are looking at the Sonos One Gen 2. Stick around, we're going to do an overview, unboxing, and my review of this awesome audio product. Let's go. Alright, welcome back to my channel. Today we're taking a look at the Sonos One Gen 2. If you go on Sonos' website, or if you've heard anything about the new generation of Sonos speakers, there's a few offerings right now for the smaller capacity speakers. You have the One SL, which is essentially the same thing as the One. They just took the microphone out. There's the One Gen 2, which is what I am reviewing today and going over and showing the features of. And there's also the Sonos Move, which is a completely portable wireless speaker. And when I mean wireless, I mean power wireless. It has a battery built into it. It can also do Bluetooth, and you can take it wherever you want, and it's weatherproof. I might do a review of that if you guys want me to, so let me know. If you like my Sonos reviews, I might fork out the cash to get a Move and do my review. But today we're focusing on the One Gen 2. One SL, pretty much the same thing, so a lot of the stuff I'm going to go over today will cover the One SL, except for this one has an amazing feature built into it, which is voice commands and can work with Google Assistant or Alexa. Most of you might be a little weary of that, but let me show you how freaking cool it is. What they did was they took the Play One, broke it apart, redesigned the whole thing, and they came out with the One, which was a couple years ago or a year and a half ago. And the One was great. It was just missing a few features that the fans wanted, so what they did was they did a Gen 2, which is what I'm reviewing today. With the Gen 2, one of the biggest features that they added was something that is present on the Amp and a few of their other products, which is Apple AirPlay 2 playback. So with the addition to Apple AirPlay 2, there's also some more features built in with voice command, which is really cool too. Why don't we dive into this, open up the One Gen 2, and see what comes in the box. All right, so let's go ahead and check out what comes in the box. Alright, so it looks like we get a instruction manual and the Sonos, and they always do a good job of wrapping the Sonos up in some kind of protective bag. Let's go ahead and peel off the sticker. There she is, look at that. Sonos One Gen 2. Alright, and it looks like the power cable's in the box. Let me get that out. So yeah, in the very bottom of your box, make sure you take this apart. There's your power cable. Alright, so that's everything that comes in the box when you open it up. My first impressions when I saw this was it reminds me of like a stealth bomber or something like that. If you compare it to the Gen 1, the Gen 1 has a gray grille. It's kind of shiny. It doesn't give me the stealth appearance that the Gen 2 does with the Sonos One here. So we get matte black everywhere. On the back we have our Ethernet port, our sync button. You will notice the mounting screw is missing. So the cool thing about the Play Ones was they have this right here, this mounting screw on the back. So you can literally buy these mounts online, stick your speaker anywhere you want just by screwing it in. With the Sonos One, unfortunately you don't get that, but there is a plethora of different brands who make speaker stands for this and attachments where you can hang them from a wall or whatever. Just keep in mind you do not have that screw on the back anymore, so if you do have some Play Ones that are mounted on the wall, just remember when you buy these new ones they're not going to fit. On top is where some of the coolest features are, so they completely removed the buttons. So the buttons are now gone. Now it's touch response buttons, which are present on some of their other products like the Sonos Amp, which I've done a review of. It's actually identical. It's the same exact thing. So you have volume up, volume down, or actually, sorry, volume up, volume down, play, pause, and you can skip tracks by swiping. So some cool swipe commands on here. There's also a microphone button. When you press this, it turns on the microphone or turns off the microphone. So if you don't feel like using the mic feature, you don't want to accidentally picking up voice commands, press that button, this little light will turn off, and you'll know that, hey, I am not sending any voice commands to the speaker. It essentially turns it into a One SL. On the bottom, it's pretty much the same. We have your power input here and then some rubber feet to keep keep it in place. And what we get with this is 2 Class D amplifiers packed into this small speaker. We get a crisp tweeter, and it's a mid-sub, I guess you can call it. So bass response on this is actually really good, better than Bose and some other portable speakers that I've used. And if we do look on top, we can see the array of microphones that this speaker does come with. So if you're shouting at this thing from across the room, doesn't matter where you are, it will pick you up. These microphones also assist in calibrating the speaker for room audio. There are also some cool add-ons to this product, like chiming, which may not sound very interesting, but a chime will go ding. I could actually do a demo for you here in a little bit. It'll let you know that it heard your voice command or it's working on doing whatever you asked it to. And lastly, one thing you can do with these speakers is you can pair them as stereo audio, which is great. I actually bought 2 of these. Or you can use them as surround sound. So I can put these as my front 2. You can set up one of their sound bars for your center, and you can put 2 in the back. So you can do adaptive audio, you can do stereo, and you can do surround sound if you want to. Now, it'll definitely be a very expensive surround sound system because these are not cheap. But if you're dedicated to the Sonos landscape and you want to do that in your home, go for it. Well, why don't we plug this speaker in, and I'm going to walk you guys through how to set this up through the app. Alright, so we're going to click on the settings button, and we're going to click on system, and we're going to click add product. Yes, make sure Bluetooth's turned on your phone, which I don't know why mine was off. Just connect your speaker to power, which should be pretty straightforward, and it's going to be searching for my product. So why don't we go ahead and skip through this. There it goes, it found my Sonos One. You're going to press the button on the back that has the infinity symbol. That will pair it. Now it's connecting. Alright, my Sonos One has been added, and I also got a notification that there is a new speaker on my network. Alright, how do you want to set this up? We can either do a new room or we can do it in a stereo pair. So why don't we click stereo pair? And we're going to pair it with my kitchen speaker. So now I can listen to stereo music in my kitchen. It's just letting me know that I already did the True Play tune. In the kitchen, I'll have to redo that. It's not a big deal. Looks like there's a Sonos update before I can pair it, so why don't we go ahead and update my speaker's firmware. Alright, it's finishing up. The LED indicator on the front of your Sonos One, or on the top rather, will change color when it's done to a solid white. My Sonos is now up to date, and you just have to press the infinity symbol or the pair button on the back of the left speaker, and there you go. It just paired both of my speakers together. We set up the Sonos, we updated the firmware, it's ready to go. Alright, so now I'm going to show you the preferences for Alexa, which are pretty important. You're going to go to settings, you're going to click on services, click on Amazon Alexa, go ahead and click on services. It will open up the Alexa app, and here's all the defaults that you need to change. So this is all of the services that are linked that you can do voice commands with, and then you want to go to your default services and change, like when you say play music, I always want Apple Music because that's what I primarily use. Like when it comes to radio stations, you can choose Pandora, iHeartRadio, whatever radio service you use. I use Pandora as my primary one. And then podcasts, I just keep it at Apple Podcasts. But those are some really important settings. Otherwise, it's going to default to playing all Amazon music, which I'm not the biggest fan of. And yeah, there you go. That's how you update those settings. Alright, so now I have these paired in stereo, so why don't we go ahead and kick off and listen to a track. Alexa, play Kings of Leon.
Shuffling songs by Kings of Leon on Amazon Music.
So I'm not sure if you can hear that, but you can definitely tell it's in stereo now. And they should be linked together when you turn the volume up. Left and right went up. Doesn't matter which one you use. They both go down. So now they're paired together. You could de-pair them and put one speaker in each room if you'd like. And then you also do need to tune to your room to make sure the audio is at its top quality. Alexa, pause. So aside from all of that, you can actually use this to control the smart features of your house. Like if you have Philips Hue, this is literally an Alexa or an Echo Dot. Stop.
No, echoes are not echo dots.
These are literally, just like an Echo Dot. So you can tell it to do whatever you want. Alexa, what's the weather today?
Currently, in Menifee it's 53 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Today, you can expect lots of clouds, with a high of 64 degrees and a low of 43 degrees.
Yeah, so there you go. If you guys are a fan of Amazon Echo system, you can use this for everything you're used to. You can even set reminders, check notifications, all that stuff. Let's get down to my review of the Sonos One Gen 2. I love it. I am absolutely super happy that I bought a pair of these, and I actually bought them before Christmas. It's just taking me forever to do this video. I have a small family, I have a lot going on, I work full time. So these have literally been sitting in the box since Christmas, and I just now set them up and I'm doing this overview, review, giving you guys the scoop on this. Now these came out, the Gen 2s, I think they came out September 2019, so they're not brand new, but they are somewhat new, especially the Gen 2 version of this, and I give it 2 thumbs up. Is it worth the price? Now I paid $289, I think, for both of these. For the pair of these, they were on sale, and I got free 1-day shipping directly through Sonos. If you can, buy it straight through Sonos. They're always super cool about having free shipping coupons. They're very fast to get the product to your door, and then their warranty is just unbeatable. Anytime I ever have issues with this, I go through the app, click help, I copy the diagnostics code, and I get an email response or a call usually within the same day. So yeah, Sonos One Gen 2, check it out if you're interested. I highly recommend it, it's worth the money. The One SL, if you're not into voice commands and you're not into having a smart assistant or anything like that attached to your speaker, that's definitely worth it too. It's pretty much the same exact speaker, just minus the microphone. And there's some other Sonos products I'm really interested in checking out. I know I seem like a little bit of a Sonos fanboy because it's 90% of the audio stuff I do on here, but I just love their products. I think they make really good stuff, so I'm interested in the Move. Let me know if you guys want me to do a review on the Sonos Move. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you like my videos, go ahead and give me a subscribe. Check out my other Sonos reviews, which I do have a playlist created on my channel with all the audio gear review. Appreciate the support, and until next time, I'm Michael. Thanks for watching.